It's too sweet to tweet. Too much power for Facebook to devour. It's the PriMalLow Wrestling Show with Robert Price, Tom Malloy, and your host, Rich Lopez.
1 year rocks. 1 year rocks. 1 year rocks. Hold up! That is right. It is our 1 year anniversary, episode number 52 of the PriMalLow Wrestling Show. I'm your host, Rich Lopez, here with my two colleagues. As always, they have faces, I know. To my left, your right, Robert Price. To my right, your left, Tom Malloy.
Hello, hello.
Hey there, guys.
Yes, like I said, first time on video, so we're pretty excited. And to everybody that's been following us throughout this whole year, we want to thank you guys. But let's just get right into it. It is the week before WrestleMania, so there's obviously a lot to talk about in regards to that. So we're going to we're going to preview the card. We're also going to talk about Sting. Will he have one more match? Hopefully we'll find out that news during his Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Also, as always, it's Price's segment, the PriMalLow Mailbag, where we take your questions from social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, all that good stuff. And then also, WrestleMania is on Sunday, but Friday we have NXT TakeOver. So we're going to preview that card. It's minuscule, so it won't take that long. And then finally, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this has been a 2-week-long process. All right, can I get in here, bro? Thank you. Hopefully you guys saw that. If not, we're obviously going to run it down later in the show. It is our PriMalLow Bracket Madness, where we did a 64 superstar countdown. And we did the first 2 rounds on our previous 2 episodes, on episode 50 and 51. Tonight, we will finish out the bracket. Price, you good?
I'm good.
All right, good. I know you're excited, but I don't know why he did that. I know.
Everyone has to see the bracket, dude.
If you want to catch the bracket, you can find it on our Facebook and on our Twitter as
well. Malloy will plug those in a little bit. But, like I said, well, let's say WrestleMania, before we get into that, let's do the every week Rotten Tomatoes rankings. 0 to 10. What do you think of Raw?
4.
And why? Real quick.
It does not lead up to a special WrestleMania, which this WrestleMania is supposed to be. To me, it was like going into
a backlash
or a fast lane
payback,
yeah.
But all right, anyway,
or capital punishment.
Come on, now. That's why they only had one of them.
Bunker House Brawl.
What?
Bunker House Brawl.
Your favorite.
Yes.
Anyway, WrestleMania is coming up, so let's just go down this card. I guess we'll start off with the pre-show. What is there? 10 matches, right? I think there's 10 matches. There's gonna be 4 on the pre-show now.
What?
There's not even gonna be 3. There's gonna be 4 now. I'm hoping it's gonna be 2 hours. Yeah, it just got added. Kalisto versus Ryback.
Oh man,
Wait,
Ryback never gets on the main show.
He shouldn't be. Do you see WrestleMania 29?
He's a beast.
He's awful. But
I've
anyway,
seen it.
You were there. You're right. All right. Anyway, we'll start off first with a very, very varietal prediction we could do here with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Price, toss it to you. There's a lot of people in it. Big Show, Kane, Tyler Breeze, Social Outcasts, Goldust, R-Truth.
And you're missing one. Mark Henry, which is my pick.
Okay, why is that?
Because I think that he should have a grand old way of going out. I mean, Andre the Giant was a big man, a giant, and, I don't think that Heath Slater should win it, even though that we all like Heath Slater.
Heathy baby. I love Heath, man. Yeah. Malloy, who you have?
I actually have Mark Henry too.
Oh, come on. I was going to pick Mark Henry, but I got to go against the grain.
No,
you shouldn't, because
it's
it's coming from your WrestleMania
You saw my
card.
blog. You already know I've had Mark Henry for a long year now. But
why I picked it.
Just to what?
No,
I'm not saying that's why. I don't think that's why you picked it. I'm just gonna say, because I'm gonna go in just to go against the grain, Braun Strowman.
Ooh, that's a nice pick.
Because they're not in the main card, so I don't know what they're gonna do, which I'm very upset about. I'll talk about that later. But I'm assuming they want to give somebody a push, and hopefully maybe this will be the first year that Andre the Giant Memorial Battle, trophy winner or whatever, gets that push. So we'll see. Next up on the card is the tag team match. The Dudley Boys versus the Usos. It's been kind of a semi-long anticlimactic rivalry. There's just a lot of he said, she said stuff. But Malloy, toss it to you to start off. Who are you picking out of this?
Not interested in this match whatsoever because there's nothing on the line. So I'm just gonna go with the Dudley Boys. Big fan of the Dudley Boys. Can't go wrong there. Yeah, I'm not interested in this whatsoever. There's nothing to the match.
I wish it was at least like a tables match or something.
I wish the tag team titles were at least on the line. I mean, I know they don't have them, obviously, but
okay.
there should be something to fight for.
A number one contendership, at least.
Yeah, at least a number one contendership later on in the night.
I got a theory, but Price, give it to you.
Well, before you give that theory, I'm going with the Usos just so Dudley boys can, push somebody throughout their second stink with the company.
That is a great segue for what I'm about to say.
I had a thought before you bring in your segue.
No,
okay?
don't take my thunder, dude.
No,
Okay,
let it go.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay, take it.
Jeez.
Fine. All right, my bad.
Dudley boys are going to win the next night on Raw when they want a tag team title shot. Yeah.
Say it.
S-A-W-F-T. Soft. Thank you. That's what I think is going to happen because they need a heel tag team. What, was that your theory?
No, it was not my theory.
All right, good.
I have something completely different.
Oh, go ahead.
I feel like they're having the Dudley Boys and the Usos so early on in the night because I think they're somehow going to interfere in the Triple H Roman Reigns match.
Really?
Because you saw how the Dudley Boys had Triple H's back all night last night on Raw.
I guess that makes sense.
And, Usos, that's Roman Reigns' family, and the Usos they were fighting the Dudley Boys for their cousin before the end of Raw. So I think that's going to be something into play, and Bubba Ray and Devon aren't as young as they used to be and can't be doing a match right after another match.
We got more matches.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, okay.
He's going on a narrative about a pre-show match. Can't do that. Anyway, this one hopefully don't take too long. If there is,
I don't care about this at all.
You need a profession.
Don't even ask me who I
make this a
want to
profession. 10 Diva tag match. We have team, what is it, Total Divas?
Team Total Divas.
Paige, Brie Bella, Alicia Fox, Natalya, and Eva Marie.
Everyone's favorite.
Everybody's favorite, Eva Marie, going up against Lana, Naomi, Tamina, Summer Rae, and Emma. On the talent side, I guess they're kind of even, actually, talent-wise, but Price, since Malloy doesn't want to give us an answer.
Well, on the other side, we have Lana, Naomi, Tamina, Summer Rae, and Emma.
Well, never mind. I guess Naomi and Tamina are the only... Oh, and Emma. So there's 3 out of 2, though.
Lana.
And that was it 4 out of... 4 out of it? So, all right. So talent's a little lopsided. Or not really lopsided, but it's 4 on 3, I guess. But
Well, I'm going with Team Lana.
okay, why? Who's going to get the pinfall?
Emma.
Emma?
She's going to steal the show.
Ah, I get it. You don't get it, boy?
Nah.
Okay. Go ahead. Just give me a prediction.
I'm going to go with Team Paige.
Give me a Rotten Tomatoes score.
It's going to be a 1 out of 10.
Oh, my God. I'm going with Team Lana, even though Team Total Divas should win because that's like their press. That's a publicity thing. And that'll be on season 7. I'm going to go Team Lana, though, with Lana getting the victory just to see what happens. And then, obviously, I have it on the main show here on my script, but it just got added to it a couple hours ago. United States title match, Kalisto versus Ryback. Kalisto is the champion. You're a big Ryback fan, Molly. You can start off.
Go with Ryback.
Why?
Because he's a beast.
Okay.
The big guy always got to beat the little guy.
Okay. Price?
I'm going with Ryback. Hopefully they give him a push that he's deserving of because he is a big guy. He's very athletic. He's very humble and dedicated to the business.
Okay. As much as I do want to say Ryback, I hope Kalisto wins, but I guess my head's telling me Ryback because he does deserve a push. He's never did really anything wrong. And I kind of feel bad that he's always been compared to Goldberg because everybody knows he's more athletic than Goldberg. He's not maybe as he might not be as intense as Goldberg was, but he's definitely more agile. I guess quicker, all that kind of stuff. And I just hate the comparison because he actually loves the business. Goldberg did, I guess, like the business. He also loved the money of it. Ryback just likes the passion and, the feeling of it.
Like he goes out for little kids and everything else.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
He's like that Cena mentality.
Mm-hmm. Now let's go to the main card here. We'll start off with the League of Nations versus the New Day. New Day had that, I guess, like a slow process face turn with the bootios and booty slogans and all that stuff. So PG, right, guys? But it's 4 on 3. Price, who do you have in that?
Since day one, New Day.
Okay.
I'm going with the New Day.
I'm gonna go with New Day as well.
Because the League of Nations is booty.
They eat too many bootios.
We gotta get a box of bootios for
I think
our
they
set.
should say that. We could do that. I'll make it. No, I'm joking.
We could just buy them.
Yeah, I also think New Day too. They're just the hottest thing. I really actually kind of hope they don't lose the titles for a while. And maybe they'll lose at SummerSlam. That'd be cool. That'd be like a year run.
Pretty awesome that they're inducting the Freebirds too.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know about that too.
It's either here nor there.
I wish Von Erich was, but whatever. Next up, we have the Intercontinental title match. This could be a potential show stealer, depending on what participants want to step up. But we have Kevin Owens defending his title against Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, Miz, Sin Cara, Zack Ryder, and Stardust. Price.
I'm going with Sami Zayn on this. Hopefully he doesn't pull anything or hurt himself too bad. Kevin Owens having the title is awesome, and this is going to start a feud between Owens and Zayn. Other than that, this is just like who else wants to be on the card and can't be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
I really wish they took out Zack Ryder. I know I'm going to get a lot of heat for that, and I'm sorry, guys, but he's just been on NXT for a whole year, so I don't want to hear it. I really wish
hype, bro?
And that's another thing, too. He's been in a tag team. He's not even a singles competitor.
And he's better known as that, yeah.
And I really wish they substituted him with Tyler Breeze.
I totally agree.
Yeah?
Yes.
I was waiting for somebody to say no. I appreciate that.
All about that NXT being pushed.
What happened to Tyler Breeze?
He's in the Andre the
Giant Battle Royal.
I forgot to name him, unless maybe I did. I don't know.
You did.
Okay, cool. Malloy, who are you picking in this?
Yuzako.
Woo, woo, woo. You know it. I'm picking Zack Ryder.
I say he shouldn't be in it, and he picked Zack Ryder. Is that why?
No. Okay. I had him underlined since the beginning.
Oh, okay.
I think Ryder's finally going to get that push, and Woo Mania. It's going to be Woo Mania.
Who's going to rival him? Mojo Rawley?
No, he could rival with any of these people. He could rival with Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens.
They have no history.
Zack Ryder's a top dog.
He was.
He's going to come back.
No.
All right.
All right, anyway.
Bet.
How much?
$275.
Let's not bet online.
$275.
Let's not bet on video.
That's $2.75.
No, you probably meant like a belt. I'll bet you that belt up there. I'm not gonna shake on that. You're crazy. But no, I actually hope Kevin Owens wins.
You heard it first here, though. I'm with Zack Ryder.
Yeah, and hopefully that's the last time because it's not gonna be possible. I have Kevin Owens just because I would really like a title holder going into a ladder match actually retain, and I think he could hold it and lose it in a one-on-one match against Sami Zayn. That's what I think. Or that's what I think should be fair. Next one up, we have the 68th battle between Chris Jericho and AJ Styles. Too much? No.
Too much over there. Big Papa Pump over there.
I gotta chill. Sorry.
So who do you have in the? I was only joking. It's not the 65th. It's the 4th. But Chris Jericho versus AJ Styles 4.
I have Chris Jericho, and he's gonna win to go on to be the #1 contender next Monday night on Raw to face Zack Ryder for the Intercontinental title.
Do you really?
Yeah, so he becomes a 10-time Intercontinental champion.
Because Zack Ryder did get a win over Chris Jericho this past week.
And the Dudley Boys are going to get their 10-time title on Raw next night.
Okay.
Raw's going to be a perfect 10 next week, I'm telling you.
And then Ty Dillinger's going to come out and scream 10.
You just stole it from my mouth.
Me?
I went with AJ Styles. I believe that this is going to be the point where Chris Jericho puts AJ Styles over, and anybody that did not know AJ Styles outside of WWE are going to know that they're going to steal the show here.
You think this is going to be the show stealer?
No, but they're going to try to.
Oh, okay. I also, as much as I want to say Chris Jericho, because I think they're going to make a 5th match, the best out of 5 at Extreme Rules, and I hope they don't, so I hope AJ Styles wins, and I kind of want him to win because I feel like even though he's getting put over quite well with Chris Jericho, he's not getting the proper respect he deserves, maybe because they're so focused on building the 3 main events for WrestleMania.
And also, he can't talk on a mic.
That is too really, really Southern. I'm not trying. I mean, nothing against that, you know what I mean? But it's just like it's hard for me to. I always say it's hard to sound intimidating with certain accents.
And he can't cut. He doesn't cut a promo. He more or less just chants, and that's
exactly
because AJ Styles to me reminds me of like Jeff Hardy talking on the microphone. He has like that North Carolina accent, you know.
Yeah.
Like Ric Flair, I guess he must have dropped that along the way. Actually, no one has any idea where Ric Flair's actually from. If you ever read any of his biographies, but
that's a card. If we were playing soccer right now, that'd be a red card.
Yeah. But anyway, let's get away from the geographical sense of wrestling. AJ Styles. Next one, Divas title match. This potentially. How you gonna feel about this one?
This would be the best Divas match on the card.
Really?
On the card.
On the card.
On the main show.
Let's toss it to you then. We'll give it to you. Who do you have in this one? It's Charlotte versus Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks, the boss.
I got Becky Lynch because she's a ass kicker. Wait, what is it? A last kicker. Last kicker. Okay.
Last.
Yeah.
Go ahead. He's glass kicker. Bryce.
40 stone glass blowers.
Yeah.
I went with Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I like that.
Who'd you go with, Rich?
Do I need to pick?
Yeah.
Do I need to pick?
Yeah. Say it.
The boss.
I think Snoop Dogg's gonna come in and hit Ric Flair during the match.
That'd be pretty cool, actually. I don't think it's gonna happen, but that'd be cool.
$1 in on all three of us for that match.
I'll do $1.
We're doing dollars.
I'll do a chicken wing. Chicken wing?
Chicken wing.
All right, cool. Now the final three. Hopefully, this is pretty much either gonna make or break WrestleMania 32. We'll start off with the first one, the street fight: Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar. Price, who do you have?
I have Dean Ambrose circled, but I'm going with Brock Lesnar because of the simple fact that I believe this is going to blow over to the next pay-per-view, which is, Tom?
Extreme Rules.
Where Dean Ambrose will get the push over.
Really? You think
Yes.
Brock Lesnar will fight at Extreme Rules?
Well, he did before when he fought Triple H.
And Cena.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar seems like he's in this contract. He's a lot more dates. So.
Well, that's the deal.
Yeah.
Since it's a 3-year deal. Who do you have? Sorry.
I have the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose, because I feel like
Clean or dirty?
It's
No
going to be dirty because of the fact that I think the Wyatt family, this is where they're going to come into play for WrestleMania.
Now, because I was thinking the same exact thing. I hope it's clean.
Because that would ruin the Undertaker's
But I was just going to say.
legacy.
What?
Yeah, I totally agree with Tom.
If you're going to have Dean
okay,
Ambrose, I mean, yeah, he's a great wrestler, and he's definitely going to be a 10-year wrestler. I mean, he's there for the long haul.
He's already been there for 4 years.
Yeah, but I mean, he's
crazy.
going to do the long haul. Like, he's going to be like another Orton. That's why I feel like where he's going to put.
Well, he's
Hall of
only
Fame.
29, 30, so
Yeah.
he has a couple more years left.
So, I mean, if he did beat him, it wouldn't be bad because Dean Ambrose is a top dog. But you got to think of the mystique of the Undertaker. And Dean Ambrose.
But even though Brock Lesnar loses to 4 other people.
Brock
it still hurts the
Lesnar
Prior.
hasn't lost since he beat.
No, but I'm saying it's going to take 4 people to beat him. It still damages the Undertaker's streak, is what I'm saying.
no,
It's
no,
like he's
he
losing
said
clean.
not clean.
Not clean. He has to win dirty. Like,
Oh,
that's
he
by
has
the
to
Wyatt,
win.
The Wyatt family
Yeah.
coming in.
I
And
thought you said dirty, and this is why.
it's gonna be
It'll still
a
hurt.
great fight though. I think.
I think so too. Like I always
And it's
said.
going to carry over to Extreme Rules for him versus Bray Wyatt.
Okay.
I have one question for you. Do you think the baseball bat that has barbed wire is going to be used?
Yes.
Is the chainsaw going to be used?
No.
Yes, he's going to cut off his arm. And Paul Heyman's little ponytail. Does he
No,
still have
I
that?
think
No.
crowbar will be used. A bat with barbed wire is going to be used. I really wish a wood bed of barbed wire would be used, but I just can't see
They
that.
fully created that from.
That's what I mean. I just don't think that's going to be possible. But I think Dean Ambrose, I really hope it's clean, but I just don't think it's possible. And I really kind of wish the Wyatt family was on this card to make the interference not predictable, but I think it's going to be predictable. Next match. These final 2, I don't even know which one's going to close out the show. There's so much at stake for both of them. But we have the Hell in a Cell match, Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker. If Shane wins, he gets control of Monday Night Raw, and he gets... Oh, and Undertaker cannot perform at WrestleMania ever again. Price, you're a big Undertaker fan? I'm going to toss it to you. I'm going to close my eyes. I just want to hear it.
I'm going with The Undertaker. I don't believe this is going to be living up to what everybody expects, especially with the showing on Monday Night Raw where Shane McMahon went to go dive, and he gave the greatest flying...
Shane McMahon
Wrist.
elbow.
Yeah, it went like this, and then it went...
To his credit, Undertaker was on the opposite end of the
Well,
table.
that's his fault. He put him on the table.
No, he hit him. Undertaker laid down.
Well, he should have moved him. But anyways, I went with The Undertaker just so that this builds up to, if Sting comes out, which I'm hoping, next year,
He will be out.
the Swan Song.
He'll be out for the Hall of Fame ceremony. Malloy, how about you?
I have Undertaker.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't picked because I was actually reading some dirt sheets saying he's supposed to perform like a couple tours after
Well, that's not WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
That's-
I mean,
You have to realize a loophole there. He can't perform at WrestleMania, right? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, maybe he'll
and
There's
then
SummerSlams.
if Shane does win, he could reinstate the Undertaker's right to wrestle at WrestleMania.
I got kind of a theory, but it depends on which goes last.
I'm just going with Taker though, because you can't have him lose to Shane McMahon at WrestleMania unless Sting shows up.
Okay.
Let's hear your theory.
Well, it depends on what goes last. If the Hell in a Cell match goes first, I really can't give you a theory. I do think that Vince and Shane are going to be together. No matter what. But if the title match is first, which we'll talk about right after this, Reigns is going to win. Going to get booed out of the building. He's going to interfere and help Shane beat Taker, I think. And there goes the heel turn. Because I heard Reigns is turning heel. I heard it the night after Raw, though.
We've been saying this for...
No, I read a report. Like, I actually read the reports that he's going to be turning heel.
And then
Obviously,
Sting
we
comes
don't-
out and saves The Undertaker, and Undertaker's like, I don't need any help. And then that leads to them wrestling at next year's
Took the
WrestleMania.
theory to about 33 decimals too high.
Jake the Snake Roberts is going to come out and
Jake
just throw
the
a snake
Snake
on him.
Roberts is going to appear at WrestleMania. Thank you, Tom, for taking that out of my mouth.
No, but anyway, let's close this out quickly. Well, it's gonna be. I think that, although I will say to disagree with you, I thought Monday night kind of got me more interested in that battle because I didn't think that Shane could actually reach the table, much yet go halfway of the table, and I think part of it, of that soft elbow, which I know he's historically always done because I used to always do it.
Wrist.
It is, he's historically always done it. I really feel like he was doing that to protect Taker. Because that momentum, that high, would probably puncture his lung or something. But anyway, I think that's going to be a good match. I think there's going to be a big OMG moment. I can't wait to see it. Finally. WWE title match. We have Triple H defending his title against Roman Reigns. Big Dog versus the Game. Boy, you're a Triple H fan. Go ahead.
I got the Game. He's going to continue to have it because, here's my theory with it. If Shane McMahon does win, Shane McMahon fires the Authority, but you can't fire the champion. Triple H is still an active competitor. So you have that. And then I think the fact that if Triple H is it's the main event, Triple H is getting cheered better than anyone else right now because he's going against who everyone hates. So, my idea, I think it's going to be Triple H has to win or else there's going to be a lot of pissed off people at the end of WrestleMania.
I think there's going to have to be a turn or something. I can't envision if they go on last that Reigns goes with the booing place, especially how WrestleMania 31 ended with everybody shocked and excited. Price, what do you think?
I went with the Game in the middle of the ring, which I believe that he will win, and then he will face Shane McMahon at SummerSlam.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty cool. If Shane does win, I think that I thought that the Authority would bring back somehow Triple H or Vince would bring back bring back Undertaker. But I don't know how that would work. I just thought about that, but I forgot that he could fire the Authority, so that took out that theory. I think Roman Reigns is gonna win, but it's gonna be a double turn. I think that's the only way it's gonna happen. I just don't think Triple H as champion really works. Reigns as a heel, maybe as champion, could really work. So I'm thinking that they're gonna take that into context. We'll see. Obviously, it's going to be intriguing, those last two matches, and how because they have to. I feel like they have to intertwine.
It could set up the brand split too.
And is anybody expecting any surprises? It could definitely. Is anybody expecting any surprises like a Seth Rollins or Balor Club or Finn Balor or Bayley even? Is there anybody?
As Tom Walsh mentioned this to us.
Oh, do you want to wait for the PriMalLow?
No, he just mentioned this part for us, so that's why we're going to jump into that part, not to repeat ourselves when we get to the mailbag.
But
I believe that it's I said Jake the Snake Roberts, but in reality I think it's going to be Sting.
Okay.
I could see one of three things happen. Sting interferes during the Hell in a Cell match. HBK interferes during the WA title match. Or both interfere during the Hell in a Cell match because that's WCW versus WWE because I was reading they were going to do something like that again. Or the third, Shane McMahon hires the Bullet Club.
That'd be awesome.
Bulletproof Club, I think they're going to be called.
I think it's going to be called Bulletproof, yeah. I can see that. Maybe go against the Wyatts or something like that. I don't know. I was trying to think of something like that with the stable. Because there's going to be 4 people. Well, Harper's out. Yeah, we'll talk.
Obviously, when I said Sting is going to appear at WrestleMania, I don't mean up on the stage for the Hall of Fame.
That's what I meant, as a joke. But yeah, we'll see. I'm thinking, I think The Rock's. I really wish they would set up a Roman Reigns versus Rock.
SummerSlam, that'd be amazing.
Not even SummerSlam, WrestleMania 33.
I think a lot of people are forgetting about The Rock being there.
I actually didn't think about it until you guys brought it up.
Yeah, I think they should do something with that. We'll see. But that's WrestleMania. We just talked about Sting.
Yeah.
So let's get into that, I guess.
Let's get into
Topic
it.
discussion as always. There have been multiple reports that Sting was retiring. A lot of, I think TMZ reported it twice 2 weeks ago. And then last week, obviously, because the Hall of Fame is approaching, he's doing a lot of media interviews and all of that kind of stuff. He kept saying that he's not officially retired. Some doctors are saying that he can do 1 or 2 more matches if he really wanted to. And then obviously some are saying just call it quits now because that's what Edge had. So, and then when it came to, I think what was his answer? The one thing about Sting is...
Nothing is certain.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget what it was. It was actually a really cool thing. I don't think it was that. It was like a riddle.
It's what it was.
It was a riddle. But anyway, Price, go ahead.
Joker Sting coming back? What?
It was literally... No, it's a Riddler. But anyway.
No, Joker Sting was in TNA.
No, I know, but I'm saying that's a riddle.
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
What do you think? Do you think Sting has one more match in him?
He has one more match.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Undertaker, WrestleMania 33. Son?
Do you think McMahon's going to let him do one more match?
Of course he is.
Why?
Because it's Undertaker. It's not like he's wrestling, Kevin Owens or somebody who's like the King of Strong,
Okay. Boy?
I think he has one more match in him, hopefully at WrestleMania 33 next year against Taker.
Oh.
Or at SummerSlam. Or,
Against Taker.
yeah, at any point in time against Taker. And I think McMahon will do it if the money's right. Like, there's going to be a lot of money could be invested on Undertaker versus Sting. That'll sell.
And they don't even have to be there for that match. That's the other thing. They don't even have to be there. They could just have video packages back and forth.
I told you that. I was like, the rivalry or the build up to that could literally just be like a Mind Games video promo, lightning, fire, all that stuff. It'd be just a great thing. But I do think he has one more match in him. I unfortunately just don't think Vince is gonna let him. No matter how much money it is, I just think it's too much of a risk unless he signs 47 waivers. And
I think it's
exactly 47.
I'm just, it was called exaggeration, but I don't know. I mean, I do want to see it. Part of me wishes he could just finish out this year tour, I guess it would be. I really wish he could face Cena at SummerSlam or somebody like a high name, and then, or even Bray Wyatt, like Cena or Bray Wyatt at SummerSlam, and then WrestleMania 33 face Undertaker, and then close it out there. Both of them.
Yep.
But we'll see. So that's that. Let's just go to this next page here where we are going to
NXT
TakeOver. Like
Dallas.
Dallas. I always forget. That's what it is.
It's like in your house. There's so many of them that they just have to start calling them stuff.
Naming cities. So WrestleMania 32 is on Sunday. NXT TakeOver Dallas is on Friday. And where is it at? It's right across this, pretty much the street from it, right? Like it's not Arlington.
It's inside the arena, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that what it is? Yes, yeah. I think it seats 20,000, almost like Barclays Center, right? When they had NXT Brooklyn.
Right.
But I'll just read off the card, and then obviously I'll give you guys your time to make your predictions. We have Austin Aries versus Baron Corbin. That's the first match. Next match is a lot of interest for a lot of people, especially newcomers that don't really follow NXT. Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura. He's the global star, especially from NJ.
The King of Strong.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. The King of Strong style.
That's what it is, right? I was like, I think there's another syllable. But yeah, that too. That's probably gonna be a show stealer, but you guys can elaborate more. NXT Tag Team Title match. We have the Revival, which is Dash and Dawson, facing off against American Alpha, which is Chad Gable and Jason Jordan. They're the hottest thing going next to Enzo and Cass. NXT Women's match, another, I guess, rolling match that will be a lot of build-up. Bayley versus Asuka. And then the NXT title match, it's a rematch from NXT London. Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe. Price.
Can I just run through the card?
If you want to, I was going to see how do you think the card actually holds up?
I think the card matches up great. It's a better card than London, but not as good as Brooklyn. So
I never picked London. I picked Respect, didn't I?
Yes.
I did pick Respect. I didn't pick London.
Listen.
Yeah, so before you try to insult my intelligence.
Well, as I was saying, back to the card, I'm going to go with, between Austin Aries and Baron Corbin, the most interesting man, the greatest man that ever lived, Austin Aries.
Okay. Malloy?
I'm going Austin Aries.
Anybody want to give a reason why or no?
First TakeOver event that he's wrestling at, if I'm correct.
Do you think Baron Corbin's going to be the new Tyler Breeze?
He's the new Tyler Breeze. I was just about to say that.
Okay.
As we said before in past episodes.
Yeah, I've always said that Tyler Breeze brought in the new guys, even if it was a one-time deal or just, their debut.
That Liger match, was really good.
That's what I mean. It was a one-time thing, but Apollo Crews, that wasn't his first takeover, but his first big feud. He put him over. Corbin will become that, and I think he'll go to the main roster without ever winning the title, just like Tyler Breeze. Yep. But next match, Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Nakamura.
Yeah.
Just because I believe this match is going to be off the hook, as the kids would say. And also it's going to show a lot of his spots.
I cannot wait to see this match, actually. This is probably one of my favorite matches to watch this whole entire weekend. And who knows what I'm going to watch on Saturday.
The Hall of Fame?
No, I mean, I'm probably going to watch the network, a previous WrestleMania.
House?
No, probably a previous WrestleMania, maybe 17, my favorite. But Yeah, I can't wait to see this match. It's going to be awesome. Loy?
I'm actually really looking forward to this match, too. I'm going for Shinsuke Nakamura.
Okay.
I wonder if he's still going to come to the ring with those lady dancers.
Probably.
You guys ever see that
He
in
might
Japan?
the first time, yeah.
You think so? Just
Yeah,
so
they
people...
might allow him to get that, ease him in.
Just
gotcha.
like maybe just like not like you know.
Well, obviously not how they do it.
Yeah, not over there, but maybe it's somewhat similar.
Okay.
I'm going with Shinsuke though. I hope.
Same.
Great
Just a good send off for Sami Zayn. They're gonna tear the house down. It's gonna be a proper send off, and then he'll perform at Mania.
That's gonna be rough weekend for Sami Zayn though.
He's
Actually,
going to be on the best card of the week, though.
which one though?
NXT.
No, the thing I like about what they did with Sami Zayn instead of what they did with Kevin Owens, if I could just elaborate real quick, Kevin Owens had something to fight for at NXT Brooklyn, and then the next night he was in a singles match against Cesaro. So a lot of people I thought were uninterested because of that, because you just saw him the night before he was fighting for something. Now this is just meaningless in all reality. This one, he doesn't have to fight for anything at NXT besides pride, I guess, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then he actually gets to fight for something at WrestleMania. So people are still going to be invested in him, if that makes any sense.
That does make sense.
That match is going to be awesome. I can't wait to watch it. But another matchup that's going to be great because of the tag teams, the chemistry that they have too. NXT Tag Team title match, Revival, and American Alpha.
I'm going with American Alpha. Chad Gable and Jason Jordan are going to tear the end up. Dash and Dawson, they just got the titles out of nowhere.
But they're good, man.
They're good.
They're
They are
very
good. They are dry though. They do not
they're
have
very
charisma.
uninteresting
Yeah,
tag.
They
we
do
know
not-
they're... Sorry, go ahead.
They're just like an old school. Like if they were in the '80s, they probably would have been like one of the
Perfect, right?
best.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I was going to say, they remind me of Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard.
Yep.
That's the way I look at it. Like,
Yeah.
perfect. They're not that great on the mic. That's why they had Bobby Heenan when they're in WWE. And then that's why they had J.J. Dillon, actually, as well,
Right.
in NWA. And that's all. That's why I wish they brought back managers, but that's for another episode. But what do you think's going to win, Revival or American Alpha?
I have Team Angle. I mean American Alpha.
That's very good. Very good. Very good. Why?
Very good.
I actually got to see American Alpha wrestle. I was just watching an NXT event a couple weeks, like just sitting in my room. I just picked one, and the first match was like a four corners tag match.
Oh,
And
that was the one right after.
That was London, wasn't
London.
it? That was London.
Oh, it might have been.
Well,
London.
No, it was right after London. It was just a regular NXT.
No,
event.
they recorded it in London, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
And that was they really. I was like, wow, these guys are athletic, and
Mhm.
I was really like kind of behind them since then for like the past couple of weeks.
Mhm.
And like you said, Dash and Dawson are to me are just kind of boring. And
See-
I like a tag team or a wrestling individual that has all of that, the charisma.
I know what I mean. That makes 100% sense. For me, as much as I would love to say Revival, because I just think what? Why are you looking
You
at
just
me?
want to go against the grain.
I don't.
Oh,
But
okay,
here's the
go
reason.
ahead.
No, I'm gonna pick American Alpha just because they're so hot, and I don't want them to do what they did with Enzo and Cass. Even though they're still hot, that's because of Cass. I'm sorry, that's because of Enzo. I'm sorry, because of how he
Okay.
talks on the mic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just so charismatic that you could always just follow him. They're not that charismatic, so I think you have to put the titles on them while they're hot. Otherwise, I would literally say, give Revival another big win at a TakeOver. It'll delay them three more months or 2 months or whatever the next one will be, and then they could drop it to American Alpha then, and then they can get pushed up to the roster.
Or they could always drop it on NXT.
Well, they can do that too now. Yeah,
Wednesday
I mean
night.
that's been done too. But that's what I was gonna say. I mean, eventually they should drop it to American Alpha, but I don't know. And that's another thing too. If they lose the first one, like they did with Enzo and Cass, when they lost their first big title shot, you want them to get it on the next one even more.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But that's the reason why. But I
feel
do think that they're gonna give it to them because American Alpha because they're so hot. Next one, Bayley versus Asuka. This is gonna be very very exciting. Price.
Although Asuka's really good, really good, I don't think that she needs the title in order to be good. So I'm gonna pick Bayley because she's gonna be there for a while.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, Malloy.
Gonna disagree with you on that.
Ooh.
Finally get a Price and Malloy disagreement. It's
I'm gonna
always
say
me and Price.
Asuka's gonna get the belt, and she's gonna take it's gonna
Whoa.
be passing the torch.
You say belt?
Yeah, belt.
You can't say belt.
Wait, what?
Well, not belt.
You can't say belt.
No, you can't say strap.
I think you can't say belt.
No, you can say belt.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I forgot Vince McMahon has a list of words you cannot say that are actually wrestling terms.
We'll get the women's title.
Yeah, I believe Asuka's gonna get the women's championship.
Thank you.
Ooh.
And I just feel that way it's gonna be like passing the torch, like just like what Becky Lynch did with Bayley when she got the belt, or strap, or Whatever.
Whatever.
But and I feel like she's gonna go up to the main roster, Bailey.
Yeah, same.
And her and Charlotte will have amazing feud.
Same, 100%. Asuka, and then she could probably groom because she needs some improvement on her vocal skills or mic skills anyway.
Asuka?
Yeah. She good?
She doesn't even need to talk on the mic.
I'm saying.
She's one of those people. She's just creepy. She just smiles
She is
and stuff.
creepy.
She says like 3 words. The same thing with Nakamura. He says like 3 words.
I mean, I'm sorry, man.
No, I just mean like.
He
if they
disagree
have a
with
creepy
you.
Thing.
First.
Yeah,
yell at
both
him.
these. Both
Anyway, NXT title match. Kind of wrap this up kind of quick. It's a rematch at NXT London. Finn Balor defending against Samoa Joe.
Demon. Finn Balor.
Really?
Yes, because I don't believe that Samoa Joe even needs the title. He's another one of these people. However, Finn Balor, if he does drop the title, he's showing up on Monday Night Raw.
I think Samoa Joe's gonna get it. He's been there long enough without a belt, and to me, Samoa Joe's just like a prize fighter, kind of like Kevin Owens. And Finn Balor, I think, is gonna show up at WrestleMania.
I agree with both of you, as in Finn Balor is going to drop the title and show up on either WrestleMania and to one of the 2 big matches, or the next night on Raw for the unveiling with Shane McMahon, something like that. But yeah, so Samoa Joe will be your new champion on next week's NXT. We got all the recaps done. Let's go to Price and the PriMalLow Mailbag. Get your phone, Joe Horn.
I got my phone.
Joe
I got
Horn.
my phone. I need my phone in order to say this stuff. So the first question.
Wait, real quick. I'm sorry. While you were doing that, we could have had somebody plug.
Well, you know, hey,
Get
whoa,
your plug up.
whoa.
Oh, no?
This is Mike's segment.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry.
Back it up.
I'm sorry.
Now, before I read these questions, Tom, do your thing.
You're something else, man. Hey guys, you guys can follow us on Twitter at the PriMalLow Show. You guys can also listen to our show on the SoundCloud at the PriMalLow Wrestling Show. This is not funny. You guys can like us on Facebook.
You sound like the Iron Sheik.
You guys can like us on Facebook, the PriMalLow Wrestling Show. You guys can also read about what we have to write on Blogger at the PriMalLow Wrestling Show.blogspot.com. You can also be a part of our Facebook group, the PriMalLow Wrestling Show group. And you can watch our ugly mugs on YouTube at the PriMalLow Wrestling Show. Search for our episodes.
All right.
Boy, besides the hang up, not bad. You'll get a second chance later. Price?
And with that, our OG OL.
Yeah, OL. Original listener.
Thanks, guys.
You're the one who ruined it.
Jeez. He said, Mike Danilevich said, I totally marked out, bro, tonight when Emma came out on Raw 1. Question, when is a recent time that you totally marked it out, bro? Tom.
Thank you for that question.
It's a great question. The last time I marked out was probably, honestly, WrestleMania. When Seth Rollins
WrestleMania
won that's probably when I marked out. Actually,
I feel like that's too cliche. Pick another one.
When Triple H won the title, because I went nuts over at Price's
He did.
house.
He did go nuts.
I said pick a. I feel like the Seth Rollins cash in, most Money in the Banks, obviously not to that level, but they're all kind of a shocker.
Triple H.
Pick a new. Yeah, okay, that's a good. Like pick a different one. For me, I have 2. As a recent one, and it's probably not the greatest level, but when Kalisto did that move, and when Bray Wyatt came out of the coffin at Fastlane last year.
Well, that was pretty good. So,
obviously the Money in the Banks.
Yeah, Money in the Banks are cash-ins are always ones.
Yes.
However, mine, the last time I totally marked out is there's a photo of it on Instagram somewhere, or somewhere on the interwebs, as the kids would say, is when Undertaker lost at WrestleMania 30.
Yes, he cried.
There's nothing to that level either. There's no Money in the Bank cash in to symbolize the markout that all wrestling fans had for that, though. That was crazy. A lot of people almost cried, man.
That one dude with the face, he's definitely making some money off that. He was on an Edge and Christian show.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty awesome. He was just like
eating cereal and stuff.
Yeah,
that's right.
I saw that.
So thank you very much once again.
Thank you,
Big Mike. But now we're going to go on to our favorite movie guy, J.W. Caldwell. He says, has there been a worse build-up show for WrestleMania in the last 20 years? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, but
what year?
Which one?
I'm going to say last year really wasn't that great of a build-up either.
Well, guess what? How
you
about
agree?
you? How about you?
You agree?
No, you do yours first.
27.
27?
I'm going to say that because, honestly, I was really into WrestleMania 30.
What?
No, just not the build-up of it, just the ending of it. But still, the build-up sucked. Same as WrestleMania 31.
That's the question.
I really liked the build-up. I did not like the build-up for WrestleMania 30. No, I didn't like the build-up for either one of those WrestleManias, but I did enjoy actually WrestleMania 30. and I was
Sorry.
and I didn't think I was going to enjoy WrestleMania 31 because the build-up was horrible.
Oh, okay.
I thought there was going to be nothing to it,
I'm
but
sorry,
there was
you just
more
kept-
than
you-
something
you,
to it.
You reworded it, so I
Yeah.
understood it, but at first I didn't.
I started speaking Spanglish. I'm sorry.
27 and 29 for me, but go.
Ooh, you said 29?
I didn't like 29.
The last thing that you seen before you went to the WrestleMania. So the last image that you seen was CM Punk standing over Undertaker, pouring what was supposed to be
Yeah,
Paul
but a
Bear's
build-up can't
ashes
be one
all
match,
over his
though.
body.
It can't be one match. A build-up is a whole card
Yeah,
made
I
up
know.
of multiple matches.
I know.
WrestleMania 24 was a pretty
Thanks.
bad build-up too.
What?
I now know that it's the entire card. So
Well, of course.
what I will say, I was just disagreeing with your 29. What I will say
You're
is
just saying that because you're there.
31.
So you lied to me.
I didn't
Wow.
lie.
Anyway, thank you for that question. I
It's
appreciate
not
it.
over
I got
yet.
a lot more WrestleManias that had
It's
a
not
crappy
over
build-up.
yet.
9, 11, all of them. Go ahead.
Jeez. Second part to his question: has there been a card this bad in the last 20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
every
named them.
wrestling card for the past
25
year,
to 30.
besides
The past
WrestleMania,
WrestleMania's cards.
all past
25
years,
to
yeah.
30, except for 26. That's
then-
I've always said that.
23, 24 were pretty bad. Besides
That's awful. I can't believe you just said that.
23.
24?
24, the best match on it was Ric Flair versus Shawn
Edge
Michaels.
and Undertaker? Are you kidding me?
I thought that match was,
I kind of believe that match was par for what he had later on.
No.
I
that,
mean,
that match
the
is
only
actually
match-
better than Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels, and I'm a huge Shawn Michaels fan. I'll put that to the bank. Close out this segment, please. Because we're going to get...
It's just
we
brutal.
need to waste some time. We can't waste all this
Well, thank you
time
very much,
arguing.
JW Caldwell. Thank you very much, Tommy Walsh, aka Ace X, and thank you very much, Big Mike Danilevich.
Thank you all for those.
Thank
Maybe
you.
next week, when we actually have some time, we will go in depth on those couple questions because I enjoyed those. If we're just arguing too much, we're gonna get nothing accomplished content wise. So, Price, you okay? I'm sorry.
Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Okay, this is the card. Tom won't pick it up again. So, if you want to see it up close and personal, it's going to be on. It would be. Oh my God, he's walking over.
It's up close and personal.
All right, you could catch it on Facebook and you can catch it on Twitter.
Twitter.
Not trying to steal your thunder there, Rich.
No, it's completely fine. I like it.
Go ahead.
All right, dude, man, put it down.
We're putting it down.
But okay, yeah, that is the bracket. That bracket is signifying of who is the greatest of all time in our eyes. We have we picked 64 people in honor of March Madness because obviously that started 2 weeks ago. So to finish the show, just like the bracket of March Madness will be over shortly, we are going to close out this. So we have what's in our finals right now. I'm sorry, we did the round of 64 and the round of 32. So we're going to do the Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final 4, and the Final 2, hopefully in a decent manner so you guys don't get lost. We have Steve Austin, Sting, Ultimate Warrior, Taker, Ric Flair, Jericho, Bruno Sammartino, Triple H, John Cena, Ricky Steamboat, Bret Hart, The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Randy Orton, Randy Savage, and HBK. That is the 32 people. We're going to take it down to 16, and we're going to do it kind of quick because we're slacking on time.
Yeah, we are.
We're
Austin,
actually very well with time compared to past episodes.
well, the past episodes, yeah, maybe. We'll see. Austin and Sting started off. Price.
I'm going to go with Sting just because of his impact. He single-handedly carried a company for about 20 years.
Okay.
That, but-
Go ahead.
I pick Austin
Why?
because he was the best wrestler in the most popular time of professional wrestling, as Ric Flair said.
I think you say that all the time. I always ask why. I also have Steve Austin, so Sayonara Vigilante, the icon. Just too
What?
popular. Merchandise sales, just whatever.
Go
Just-
on.
He beat Sting in the most popular time, too.
Okay.
Next one, we have Ultimate Warrior versus The Undertaker. This actually was a 1991 feud, so if we can go back to that time. Price, I'm going to leave you some time to think about
Thank
this.
you.
Yes, because this is his two favorite wrestlers, and I didn't mean to do this, although I'm kind of enjoying it. Malloy.
I have Taker.
Okay, why?
Phenom. Longevity. Dedication to a company.
Okay.
Liquid bees. Leather gloves. Prestige worldwide. I went with Undertaker just because
Ooh.
of the fact that he was there for much longer time than Ultimate Warrior, and that's the only reason why I picked the Undertaker.
I have
over Ultimate Warrior.
I have Undertaker too. Just more legacy. Actually, love the business. as injured as he was, Warrior to a point.
He loved the business.
He loved it, but it was more about money too.
The financial stability. He was not he wanted X amount of money because he thought he was, a step ahead than he really was. That's the way I take it.
I can see that.
He was the number 2 guy.
He really was.
As the number 2 guy.
Yeah.
But he just was in a battle. He thought that he should have seen the numbers and
And if you ever watch any of his shoot interviews, he hates Hulk Hogan.
Well, of course he does. Of course he does.
Yeah.
And I have Undertaker because he would never complain about that kind of stuff. So.
Nope.
He was just happy.
Next one we have. That's that bracket. I just realized. I'm sorry. Oh no, we didn't. We didn't do that bracket, right? Next one we have Ric Flair versus Chris Jericho. This would be a wrestling clinic. I would really enjoy this. We actually saw this at SummerSlam 2002, I believe, but price.
Ric Flair versus Y2J.
Yeah, I just said that.
Ric Flair.
Oh, okay. Why?
The guy can wrestle anybody. He could probably come out of retirement right now and be better than half the roster.
Okay.
That's insane. But that is so true because I'm going with the Nature Boy. Woo!
I don't know if you saw the meter just spike on our thing. I have Ric Flair too.
Sorry for anybody. Now you're deaf like me.
Whoa. Next one. It's kind of ironic. Triple H brought in Bruno Sammartino for the Hall of Fame, and now they're battling off in this bracket. Bruno versus Triple H. Malloy, you can start off.
It's time to play the game in the middle of the ring because Triple H is my favorite wrestler.
So that's why you picked him.
Yeah, Triple H.
I picked Bruno Sammartino.
I did as well. You can explain why.
Because of the man. He had it. The belt. He was the man for so long, and he sold out Madison Square Garden. So think of this logically. You're going years after years. Oh, let's go to the Garden. Let's put our hard-earned money down to see somebody. And it's Bruno Sammartino facing
9 years.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people.
Sad
over and
face.
over again.
If no one can see this, it's a sad face. I mean,
You really can't see it's a pen. But,
I'll bring a Sharpie next week.
all right, on the other side of the bracket, we have John Cena versus Ricky Steamboat. Malloy.
I have Cena.
Okay. How about you,
I
Press?
have John Cena.
Anybody want to explain why? Because I've seen it too.
Because
Well, close, though.
he is the franchise.
Like him or hate him, he's been there for 12 years. When he was hurt, he was still wrestling, and he still does everything and anything.
He lives, dies, and breathes WWE.
Okay. I completely agree with you guys. Ricky Steamboat. I love your match at WrestleMania 3. Next one, we have Bret Hart versus The Rock. Pretty much one of the most greatest technical wrestlers of all time against one of the greatest entertainers of all time. Malloy.
I have The Rock.
Hey, look what happened.
Did we skip one?
No.
Oh, no, sorry.
No, that's cool.
I have The Rock.
The Rock. Why? Anybody want to explain why I write this down?
Because he's the people's champion, electrifying. I mean, he had it all. Like I said, what you need to have to be a professional wrestler, you have to have the charisma, you have to have the in-ring ability. And I felt as though Rock had everything times 5.
Okay. I also agree. So, Bret Hart had great matches, but The Rock was just too entertaining for me to pass up. Next one we have, what do we have? Hulk Hogan. I almost said my bracket. That's why I had to look. Hulk Hogan versus Randy Orton. This actually happened at SummerSlam 2006. Robert Price.
I picked the Hulkster, Hulkamania brother.
And how about you?
I have the legend killer, Randy Orton.
And the legend of the Hulk Hogan.
Let's just face it. Who's the face and who's the wrestler?
And the legend of Hulk Hogan
is still alive. I can't back down what I did in my first round. And I realized why I did it. For you guys, for 2 weeks ago, I was a tiebreaker in one of the stupidest debates of all time. Flashback, sorry guys. RVD versus Dusty Rhodes.
The American Dream.
It's a whole damn show.
It is, you're right. And obviously they're both talented. RVD was amazing in ECW. He was great in WWE. But for some reason, I looked at my bracket and I had RVD down, which I still do. Right, Price? I still do. Yep. RVD is there.
It says RVD.
What I just did is what I should have did 2 weeks ago. I didn't even look. I just thought.
Redemption.
So I kind of redeemed myself. Randy Orton's my favorite of all. He's one of my favorites of all time. He's definitely in my top 5. But on an impact level, which I've been grading my bracket on, Hulk Hogan's there.
Right,
That's what I should have did with Dusty Rhodes, but I screwed up.
But you did it, and you redeemed yourself. So we're going to be on to the next one, where we have the Macho Man Randy Savage versus the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
I wish you were going to do his voice for Shawn, but Malloy, who do you have?
I'm going to take, I got to think about this one.
All right, Price, who do you have?
I picked the Heartbreak Kid.
How about you?
I'm going to go with HBK.
This is the closest pick I've had to do probably all. You know, it's like
Is
my
this
top
like
3.
is this like Undertaker versus Ultimate Warrior for you?
It's almost that level.
Oh,
Almost
okay.
that level. It's up there. Like Orton, Triple H, or Orton, Shawn Michaels, Savage are my top 5. Those 3. So that was really hard. But yeah, I also have HBK. Just greater career, even though the longevity is almost there for both of them. But just better matches. And that could be just a distinction of who Savage had to work with rather than Michaels.
Right.
But
I think
still
Savage had to work with too many tight, big guys.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that could be his downfall, unfortunately. But I have Shawn Michaels as well.
I just have one question before we start this. If Macho Man re-signed with WWE instead of going to WCW in the mid-'90s when the youth generation started, you think he would have had better clinical matches with
No.
Bret
I
Hart,
don't think he'd be able to hang.
They would have buried him.
Michaels?
I don't think they would have been able to hang.
Oh, okay. I just want to think.
No, it's
he's
actually
a smaller guy.
that's a very good question.
Yeah.
I just because he was a little bit older, I don't think he'd be able to hang. But
He's a
I know he
smaller
would
guy,
try.
but he's kind of built like, to me, he's kind of built like Ryback, just a little
What?
like just that muscle, but he's short. Because
Do you agree?
Ryback's not a big dude.
I don't really agree with you. I mean,
All right.
you're probably playing WWE All Stars.
That's probably what you're playing.
That's
A
why.
little too damn much.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the Elite 8 bracket. This is I like this. This is nice. This is a good final 8. Austin and Taker.
Taker.
I have Taker also.
Oh!
Break it.
Oh!
Rich does not have a perfect bracket.
I believe I haven't had a perfect bracket. I think I lost like 4. But oh my God, please explain why. I'm out. I had Austin. But go ahead.
I had Taker because the loyalty he had for the company. He never one day walked out on the company. He never said,
That's right.
"Screw you, Vince McMahon.
That's right.
I'm not losing to this guy. I'm not losing to that guy."
That's the passion I talked about before.
That
Passion.
is. I mean, and then also he was always not the. He might not have been Steve Austin. He might not have been The Rock, but he was
He wasn't.
The Undertaker.
He wasn't.
He might not have been
He
Hulk
was.
Hogan. He might not have been Ric Flair. He might not have been Macho Man,
He was.
but he was The Undertaker.
Yeah,
he
he
might
was.
not have been Cena. He might not have been
No.
Orton, but he
No.
was The Undertaker.
Yes.
You kind of catch my drift?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
never in
He's
the
in the
head.
top 5
He's not-
every single decade.
No, that's BS. And even though Austin would probably admit that Taker's better than him, Austin beat him on so many occasions because it's true. Anyway, I lost. Next one. Ric Flair versus Bruno. If you go pre-WrestleMania, like generation, probably the 2 greatest ever.
Then you
Besides Bob Backlund, maybe.
Then you'll go with my pick, Bruno Sammartino.
Okay. Over Flair.
Over Flair.
I like how you stare in the camera like you got to prove something.
I'm going with the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
What do I have? I had to go with this one. This is just 2 great historic people. Mount Rushmore people? You think both of
Mount
them? or no?
Rushmore, yeah.
Yes. I got Flair as well. Very close though.
Yes.
Next one, the battle. This is the sorry, I just tried, but I got excited. WrestleMania 28, John Cena won. The Rock won. WrestleMania 29, The Rock won. The greatest wrestler of all time bracket.
The Rock.
Who wins?
Cena won at 29.
What'd I say?
The Rock.
You know what I mean.
Wishful thinking.
This is the tiebreaker. And we're gonna finish it right here in the bracket. Cena or Rock? Who?
I hope you smell what The Rock is cooking, so
Ooh.
I'm going with The Rock.
Apparently, I'm gonna have some Fruity Pebbles because I'm not. This vote that I'm about to cast is not gonna matter at all. I'm going with John Cena.
If you smell
What The Rock is cooking.
I picked The Rock. As you can
Oh,
tell.
you really did? Oh,
As you
okay.
can tell.
Whew, I was in anticipation.
The final battle, the rematch of SummerSlam 2005. Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels. Winner goes to the Final 4. Who do you have, Price?
I have Hulkamania, brother.
I'm going to take a...
This is intense.
Go on, hurry up, dude. Oh.
I'm taking HBK.
Yes. I also
He's
have
super kicking
Shawn Michaels.
Hogan's
I
head
feel,
off.
I feel like it's game time, like with these long
I
pauses.
know,
Jeez.
right? Yeah, but Lloyd's actually had to think like we had this filled out 2 weeks
No,
ago.
my bracket down here got bombed because I had Savage versus Lesnar.
Oh.
That's just your fault.
That's awful that you have Lesnar over Michaels. I have Shawn Michaels over Hulk Hogan. He's a better wrestler. just as good as an entertainer. Was the face of a company at some point, just like Hogan. Maybe not as long, but still was. What?
Stuck with the WWE longer,
So Hogan
too.
died?
What?
Hulkamania dies?
Yeah.
Hulkamania's been dead for years.
It died in 91, man.
Well, apparently Hulk Hogan can conquer, but he cannot conquer HBK.
Or the PriMalLow bracket.
Brother.
Anyway, final four, we have Taker, Flair, Rock, and HBK. What do you guys think about that? Let us know on social media. Malloy will plug those in a little bit. Undertaker versus Ric Flair, Battle of WrestleMania 18. Price.
Taker.
Taker? Why? Well, Malloy.
Yeah.
I'm going with the nature boy, Ric Flair.
This is
16-time World Heavyweight Champion. Face of every promotion that ever lived.
You know what?
I don't know.
Yeah, your suspense doesn't even need to be there.
It does need to be there.
It is.
I don't even know. Dude, this is. I feel like each tiebreaker I get handled into, it just gets deeper and deeper because it's so close to the final.
That's why you're
and
the
I
host.
got Undertaker. You weren't expecting that, were you?
Oh.
I just like his matches more, kind of too. But I mean, obviously, it's like pretty much
Look
like
at his face.
what kind of steak do I want? Delmonico or New York Strip?
You want the New York Strip? It tastes better.
Yeah, but Delmonicos are cheaper, and I probably get more of them.
Yeah, medium rare. You know,
So you're gonna take the true value version of this match?
The what?
The last time we said a comment like that, Vampiro stopped following us.
The true value. I'm just saying, no. For me, I like steak. It just depends on the day. Right now, you got me Undertaker. Can it change tomorrow? Maybe, but probably not.
I would have had the greatest match of all time if oh my god. Whatever.
Were you gonna have Flair versus Shawn Michaels? It's already been done.
I'm having Flair versus Rock.
That's been done, I think, on a Raw, wasn't it? Well, that's not gonna happen.
That already happened at WrestleMania, but it was like 2 on 3.
Oh, it was a handicap match. Yeah. All right. Well, here goes the final edition of the Final Four: The Rock versus HBK. Price.
The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
I'm going with The Rock.
You talk about tiebreaker. Who are my top 2 favorites right now, Price?
The Rock and Shawn Michaels.
This beats Warrior and Taker because it's so close to the finals.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels, though.
Yes.
Yes. Better match performance. Like I said, just even though Rock was slightly more entertaining when HBK was in DX in 97 and 98, he was just as entertaining.
He was even entertaining in DX in 2006.
Well, yeah, exactly.
2007, 2005, when they got back together.
Yeah, so I'm going to go Shawn Michaels.
So we have, in the finals, we have Team WWE. The 2 guys that once they got into WWE never turned their back. And they kept WWE afloat during the Monday Night Wars. Yeah. And then even after that, went on to have historical battles, including WrestleMania 25 and 26, where you had Shawn Michaels' last match.
Yeah, Hell in a Cell, Royal Rumble. I don't know if that was a great build-up to the finals. Taker, Michaels. Put them together, that's the final. Malloy, who are you picking?
Taker.
There was no pause at all for that?
Oh, man.
I went with...
Do you want just for the tiebreaker's sake?
HBK.
Did you really?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Why?
I went with HBK for the simple fact of, Undertaker was with WCW before.
Oh.
And I'm also going with Shawn Michaels.
It was
prior.
Offshoot of WCW.
Prior. But anyways, the impact that he had, that he was a tag team wrestler, and he was a tag team wrestler. That's all he was when he was in the AWA and when he was going all throughout all the independents. Then he came into WWE where the big boys play, not WCW. And you went on and made a huge jump of going into a singles competitor, and then just stole the show with every single time that he was in a singles match. Which you can't say with Taker with every single match that he was on.
Part of it's bad booking. It's not his fault. He didn't have the greatest opponents for the first 6 years until pretty much Mankind. That's when everybody started taking him seriously.
Yeah. That's
my personal opinion. But I'm going to take Shawn Michaels. Thank you.
I picked Taker just because of longevity. And he was even you look at backstage stuff, he never gave anyone a problem. He was just, he's the ring general, and he was the backstage general as well. That's why,
He was the judge?
Yeah, pretty much the judge of wrestling court.
Wrestling court.
That's why I just picked it, because from every end of the spectrum, Taker is the man, and he's someone to symbolize after.
But I'll tell you one spectrum that Undertaker's not the man, and that is the PriMalLow Wrestling Show greatest wrestler of all time bracket.
That's Shawn Michaels, and that is the finale. Like I said, I will post the results of the Sweet 16 Elite 8 Final Four and the championship, I guess, with Shawn Michaels and Undertaker on Facebook and on Twitter. Speaking of those.
All right, guys, you guys can follow us at the PriMalLow Show on Twitter.
There you go.
You guys can listen to us on SoundCloud, the PriMalLow Wrestling Show.
Bang!
Like us on Facebook, the PriMalLow Wrestling Show.
Bang!
You could also become a part of our group. Talk to us. I post a lot of pictures. The
What
PriMalLow
is it?
Wrestling Show group.
Bang! Bang!
It's DDP. Then you can also read what we write on Blogger, the PriMalLowWrestlingShow.blogspot.com.
Bang.
And then you can watch my beautiful face, his beautiful face, and his beautiful face. And you guys can eat a bunch of bootios by watching us on YouTube at the PriMalLow Wrestling Show. Search for our episodes, even the ones without our face.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. Yep, like he said, social media, we love interacting with everybody. We do that almost every day of the week. Post questions, especially give us your feedback. Next week, we're going to kind of do like a fallout of this bracket. We had some people fill it out, so we're going to give, what they had in their brackets, their Final Fours, and their winners. So we're definitely going to do that. We're also going to recap WrestleMania, maybe NXT. We'll see how great it was, but definitely WrestleMania. I'm your host, Rich Lopez. Thank you for tuning in to the first ever video episode 52. To my left, your right, Robert Price. To my right, your left, Tom Malloy. Do your sign-offs. You guys are on video.
We should all just go in. Like the shield.
Believe.
Episode
Believe.
53.
PriMalLow Wrestling Show.
Next week. Stay tuned, guys. Thank you.